folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2020 Jayco Eagle HT 29.5 BHDS. I know it's a mouthful, but it is an awesome RV. You'll see right in the back you have the stacked double bunks there, and it's not too terribly long, still gives you an open floor plan. And one of the things I love about the 2020 Jayco Eagle is the lighter interior. If we take a look at the kitchen here, you can see the lighter cabinetry, has kind of the dark accents, along the grooves here, as well as the darker pulls on there. But I think it's definitely something that's been a long time coming in the industry, is having a little bit lighter interior options, and we're starting to see more and more of it. Now they do offset it with some darker colors, like you will see here. As I mentioned, you have the darker pulls. You also have the darker backsplash there. And again, they brought in the lighter countertops. It is a seamless countertop, so you don't have to worry about any T-mold popping off. You have the high-rise pull-out faucet, so washing and rinsing dishes is a lot easier. The rollable drying rack here, so you can just kind of roll that up and out of the way. The cutting board on the other side. Because you have the seamless countertop, it allows you to undermount that double bowl stainless steel sink. If we take a look underneath the countertop, you'll see right up front a couple different things. You have storage at the very front there, an electrical outlet here. There's another one underneath the cabinets I'll show you in a little bit. Also, you have a prep there for the Furion wireless Bluetooth speaker. So if you want a Bluetooth speaker, you can buy it. There's a charging port here. There's another spot for it in the outside kitchen. Taking a look back up top, storage there. Open that up for you just to kind of show you. You don't get the full storage underneath, but you do up top. You have the LED light underneath, as well as a second electrical outlet, as I mentioned. More storage there. Stainless steel for both the microwave as well as the hood, and kind of continuing on down into the oven. 3-burner cooktop with glass cover, folds up and back just like so, opening up those burners. You will also notice you have a little spot for your knives back here. The knobs do light up, and also you have the oven underneath. But they actually went with the full Furion suite, and not only do you have the oven, but you also have the large pull-out drawer. Again, it has that stainless front, kind of trying to make this a little more seamless. Underneath the sink, you will see this little kind of storage area with USB ports. It's perfect for charging some of your electronics. A bank of 3 large full extension drawers underneath that. And then over to this side, Dometic fridge freezer combo. Open that up for you. As you can see, plenty of space in here, folks. 8 cubic foot. You have cutouts for some taller items. You'll also see a couple bins there for like your vegetables, fruits, things like that. And then you move over into the entertainment area. So again, storage up top. I do want to open this one up again just to show you how deep that storage is. Now, I'm 6 foot and I can barely reach this one, so if you plan on putting anything up there, you'll definitely need a step stool unless you're a really, really tall person. But it is a big storage area and something you can definitely utilize for items that you don't get to all that often. TV right in the center, and that is across from the theater seating, which we'll see in just a moment. Spot right down underneath for any auxiliary equipment. You have the big Furion multimedia center right there. That unit is a DVD player. It's Bluetooth capable, controls the speakers in here as well as outside. Then you get these little guys right here on the side. Underneath is your 30-inch fireplace. Not only looks great, but it's also an electric space heater. So if you want to kind of take the chill off in this main living space without using up your propane, that is a great option. As I mentioned, in the back are your double stacked bunks. We take a look at these Teddy Bear Bunk Series, folks. Look how thick that mattress is compared to most. That is one of the things that Jayco does very well. They give you the nice thick mattresses. You will see you have the cubby holes as well as the shelf on both the top and the bottom bunk. You can see the bottom one has it hanging there. You actually have TV hookup for the top bunk there as well, and you have electrical outlets for any other electronics you want to plug in. Window at both the top and bottom. Big wardrobe, so you have a spot to hang the kids' clothes, which is something you generally do not get in bunk rooms. You'll see the 2 drawers underneath, as well as a 3rd drawer built into the step. And you have a little courtesy light right here, so that way, you know, if the kids need to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, that can light up so they're not tripping down the steps. Across the way is the Super Slide. You have the theater seating here. This is the Stacy Stewart, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing as the Thomas Paine collection. Looks very, very similar as far as design. But it is very comfortable, folks, and as I mentioned, both of these are theater seats, so they both recline. You can kick back, relax, and you have a good shot to the TV. Cup holders right here in the center, as well as a spot for your remotes. You'll see the storage across the top, as well as the windows. It is worth mentioning that the window on the side of the slide there does open. A lot of times manufacturers will put windows on the sides of the slide for natural light, but to save a little bit of money, they don't open. Not the case here. They do open for that cross ventilation. You get the super cool backlit Eagle right there. You know, just to kind of go with the theme. Again, you can see like the light behind it. If you want to change out the picture, I'm sure you can. And then right up top is the again, the decorative lighting. I like what they did here. It kind of brings in a old world feel. It's something that we're starting to see more of. Is kind of like that farmhouse trend. And with the cabinetry and the looks, the lighting, it's kind of helped bringing all that into the RV industry. Right down underneath is the dinette. So you'll see easy access here. Cool thing about this is normally when you have the door, you have to get down on your hands and knees, but they did give you the trays you can pull out, so that way it is easier to access anything that you put underneath there. Of course, the table there does drop down into a sleeping space as well, and it is also worth noting that you have dimmer switches on the lights, so if you want to dim those down at night, you know, kind of make it a little more, I don't know, romantic if it's just the two of you, if you don't have the kids or whatever, that will allow you to do it. I'll open this up for you. So there's obviously two big mirrors right here. This is a coat closet. Now it's not super deep, so if you have a big jacket, you're definitely going to struggle, but if you have a thinner one, it may work for you. So you make our way up the steps, you'll see a number of things on the wall. First one is the fact that this one is prepped for solar. So if you want the solar, it's already prepped for the controller, goes right there. Underneath that, you have this little remote, and this will allow you to control your slides as well as your lights and your awning from this controller. That way you can go outside. You know, if you're in a tight spot, open up your awning, make sure you're not going to hit any trees. Generator prep. So if you want a generator, this one has the prep for it, which is an awesome deal. And then right underneath that is the thermostat. So a couple of quick things to mention as well. This one does have a quiet, cool AC in the main living area. So that way, you know, if you're talking, you're watching TV, it's much quieter, about 30 to 35% quieter. We also have a second AC in the bathroom that's not quiet cool, but we'll see that one when we go in. I'm sorry, not in the bathroom, but in the bedroom. We'll see that in just a bit. So you have the towel bar right up top, as well as your toilet paper holder right underneath. So we take a step into the bathroom. You see the foot flush lever right down underneath here. Turn some lights on for us. So we have the foot flush lever toilet. This is also a porcelain bowl, folks. That's a pretty big deal. Makes it much easier to clean. It'll stay looking nicer for a longer period of time. Right over next to me is the sink top and vanity. Again, the nice seamless countertops with the undermount bowl. You have the beautiful backsplash back there. Underneath is access to your plumbing, and then you have the electrical outlet, your hand towel ring there, as well as a mirrored medicine cabinet. This is backlit. You have storage behind there too. Over to this side is the neo-angle shower. I'll take a step in here. The doors are in a roller tracks. That way when you're done showering, you open it up. All the water goes right down into the shower pan, unlike a swing door or a curtain where a lot of times it ends up on the floor. As far as height, I'm 6 foot tall. You can see I can clear the ceiling. If you're taller than that, you have a skylight here. So even if you're 6'3", 6'4", you can still probably stand in there without having to bend down. And you have the hand wand as well as some shelving. Last thing I do want to touch on is as you make your way into the bedroom, this one has, in the wardrobe slide, a dedicated linen closet just for the bathroom. In the bedroom is a 60 by 80 residential queen size bed. So again, if you're a taller person, you don't have to worry about your feet hanging off the end of the bed. And if we lift that up, you will see big storage underneath, strut supported as well. So that way it is easy to open and close back down. On both sides of the bed, you have nightstands there, a little bit of storage underneath. You'll also see an electrical outlet on both sides. The one side has the charging center with 12 volt and USB port charging options. A little bit of storage up above that too. Reading lights there in the headboard. In the wardrobe slide out I had mentioned, again, this kind of shares space with the bathroom with the linen closet, but you can take a peek in here. You have a window, drawer underneath, electrical outlet, as well as wardrobe storage right there. As I mentioned previously, there is a second AC located right here in the bedroom to help keep things nice and cool. And if you want a TV in the bedroom, that is where it mounts at. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Jayco Eagle HT 29.5 BHDS. Starting off right up front, you will see the high gloss fiberglass front cap there with LED lights that are inlaid. And if we drop down underneath, we'll take a look at the front compartment here. You will see, as I mentioned, this one has the generator prep. You have the spare tire mounted right underneath, and over to this side is the space for your battery. You'll also see right over here, this one does have solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there. It's already pre-wired and it will trickle charge your battery. If we take a look at the side, you can see this is a fully laminated product. It is vacuum bond laminated. You will also notice the windows there. Those are frameless windows. The great thing about frameless windows, not only do they look nicer, but also because of the way they open, you can have them open and still get airflow without getting rain in on a rainy day. Also, the seals are tucked behind the glass here, so it's not getting nearly as beat up by the elements. While we're taking a look up top, a couple of quick things. We talk about construction. This one does have the Magnum roof system on there that Jayco is very well known for, extremely strong and durable. Also, it has a TPO roof on there, the membrane, so that way it's less maintenance for you. Dropping down a little bit further, you will notice the power awning. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in with an LED light strip. And the arms themselves are painted to match the side of the RV. Most manufacturers just have them black, but it is a little more streamlined look with the color matching. Coming down a little bit further yet, you see the pass-through storage area here, your garage storage. You can see that you do have some plumbing off to this side, but for the most part, it is negligible because you have the main space right through here. You'll also see on the very far side there is a battery disconnect, so you can kill all power to the coach. You have a light on that side as well as a light on this side. Both of them are motion censored. You will also see TV hookups here in case you want a TV. Another thing worth mentioning right over to the side, open this one up for you. This spot for a spare tank. So you have two 30-pound propane tanks on the other side. If you want a third tank, if you plan on staying out for a long time, you can store another tank there. Couple outside speakers here, as I mentioned, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. You have the 3 foldable aluminum steps with the grip tape, so that way you have excellent traction. Nice thing about aluminum is it's not going to rust on you. And you see the foldable grab handle right here, so you have excellent control when entering and exiting the RV. Making our way back a little bit further, you'll see this sticker here. This shows us, excuse me, it shows that this one has the Climate Shield weather protection on there, so it has a fully enclosed, heated, and insulated underbelly to help prevent some of those lines and tanks and stuff from freezing up on you, helping it to perform a little bit better in colder weather. You'll see 2 electrical outlets in case you need to plug anything in there. Right down underneath that, your aluminum alloy wheels, which again, just like the steps, won't rust. And you have the Dexter Never Adjust axles on there with the Easy Lube hubs. So that way it's easier maintenance. You never have to worry about the brakes. It's something that a lot of people forget to adjust the brakes. You don't have to worry about it here. And the Easy Lube axles are easier than having to constantly repack the bearings. Making our way back a little bit further, I'll open this one up for you. So you have the larger refrigerator. I love that they did this. Rather than trying to stuff it in the back here, they gave you a separate compartment and gave you the bigger fridge, so you have more room for your condiments and beverages. Plus, you have storage off to the side. So if you want to have a little bar out here, plenty of room for some bottles there. Now, we're a little tight in here, a little cramped, but I will open this up for you just so you can kind of take a peek. You will see the outside entertainment area. So right up top, you do have enough space here for a TV. Right down underneath, big countertop there with the sink. You will see you have big storage tray right over here. On the other side, if we pull this one out, you have the Capital Grill. This is awesome because it works as both a cooktop and a grill. And on the front of it, Nice convenient Jayco bottle opener right there. On the other wall, you can't really see it, but this one does have an electrical outlet over there, as well as that other prep for the Furion Bluetooth speaker that I had mentioned when we were inside. So we take a look at the back. You will see the square tubular bumper here. It has end caps, so that way it gives you a convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose. Right down underneath is a factory installed hitch. Folks, this is huge. If you're looking to get a fifth wheel where you want to be able to tow a boat behind it, having a factory installed hitch means that you get to keep your warranty. A lot of times if you install a hitch, it voids the warranty. Definitely not the case here. 3,000 pound weight limit on there, and you'll also see your flat 4 connection already installed. Over to the side is a propane quick connect, so if you want to hook up, a separate grill, or like I showed you, the Capital grill there, that is where it connects at. You have the rear-mounted ladders that we can climb up onto the fully walkable roof there. That way, if you need to get up for any kind of maintenance, it's nice and easy to do so, and you don't have to bring a ladder with you. You'll also see right in the center is backup camera prep, so if you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor. Coming around to the off-door side, I'll open up this back compartment. There is a door in the back as well, you can see that, but folks, look how big this outside storage area is. So not only do you have that big storage area up front, but you also have this right back here underneath the bunk. And right outside of that is where your 50 amp detachable power cord will plug in at. So we take a look up front on the off-door side, you'll see the docking station complete with an outside shower having hot and cold water access, your satellite and cable inlets there. You will also see your black tank flush here, as well as your tank fill over to this side. Now, you'll see this blue lever. Depending on which direction you have this, if you have it over to the side, you'll fill the fresh tank. If you flip it down, that's what you will want if you have city water connection at the site. Moving forward a little bit more here in the very front of the RV, I did just want to show you right here are your two 30-pound tanks with your switchover right in the center. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2020 Jayco Eagle HT 29.5 BHDS. If you're interested in this fifth wheel and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.